Sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu sah viryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Shuka Sarikhe Purna Vairagya Jase Vasishtha Parijnana Yogeshwarache Kavi Valmika Sarikha Manya Aisa Namaskara Mazha Tayara Madasa Ganadhisha Zoisha Sarva Gunancha Mularambharambhato Nirgunacha Namo Sharada Mula Chatvara Vacha Gamu Pantha Anantaya Raghavacha. Jai Jai Raghuvira Samartha. Importance of chanting God's name, especially Sri Ramachandra's name, is what is the topic that is going on in this Manache Shlok, the present topic that we are discussing. This Ramanama Ramanama Mahima, greatness of Nama Sankirtana of Bhagavan Shri Rama's name. Samarth Ramdas Swami explains to us that this is greater than all other sadhanas. So whether it is sadhana of karma yoga or following dharma or yoga sadhana, he says it is greater than all of them. And at the same time he also says that we actually cannot even follow all these sadhanas properly because they are difficult. There is a kind of difficulty involved in following of these sadhanas. There is some kind of money also involved, right? Even we say bhoga or tyaga, even there we can't even do that properly. Skill is required. But for Nama Smarana, Nama Sankirtana, there is no skill required. You just have to do it. For that, what is required? Faith is required. Mane dasa Vishwasa nami dharava. We must have faith in God's name and chanting. That faith will make sure that we go through this sadhana properly. Prabhate mani ramachintita java. And that is how we can proceed by remembering God in the morning. So that entire section got over. Now he says in verse number 77, we have seen in the last session, he says, whatever negativities you may have, turn them towards God and they will become positivities. Kari kama nishkama ya raghavache. Ya raghavache kama nishkama kari. If you have desire, if you have lust, if you have anger, turn all those negativities towards God. If you desire God. If you have lust for God. If you have anger, have anger towards God. If you have jealousy, have jealousy from God. If you want to cry, cry in front of God. Not in front of world. Cry in front of God. See, when we cry in front of world, no, we want to show people that I am sad. There is some kind of tamasic ananda that we get. That's why we like to do all those things. When everybody is happy, suddenly you will become very serious. Why? So that all the people will come and ask you, what happened, what happened, what happened. You get a kind of joy from it that everybody is asking what happened to you. When you sit in front of God and cry, there is nobody to see. And you know very well that you can't fool God. So then everything becomes real. Then the tears will become real, the sorrow will become real. And actually speaking, we will get solution from that. Crying in front of world, what solution we are going to get? Sympathy we will get, not solution. We don't want sympathy, we want solution. How to come out of this sorrow? Whatever negativities, whatever emotions, direct them towards God. And what will Bhagavan do? Bhagavan will turn that negativity into positivity. Kama will become nishkama. Kama means desire. Nishkama means desirelessness. Why? Because Bhagavan is desirelessness. Bhagavan is desireless. And therefore, holding on to him, having that desire will make you free from all other desires. Kari rupa swarupa sarva jivanse. You meditate on the form of the Lord and he will make you realize swarupa of all jivas. You are trying to do saguna bhakti, he will give you nirguna knowledge, nirguna jnana. Kari chanda nirdvandva he gunagata. Gunagata, when you sing the glories of the Lord and when you have chanda for that means a different kind of longing for it. See, these abhangas, etc., which are of saints, no, they are so beautiful. Because in simple words, they give such a high philosophy and very practical philosophy. This is not very idealistic philosophy. This Ramanama, etc., is very practical. Every day we can do. Kari chand, but that longing should be there to sing his glories. Then what will happen? Nirdvandva. You will go beyond the dvandvas. Dvandva is the pairs of opposite. Sukha, dukkha, mana, apamana, shita, ushna, etc. You will go beyond all that. It will not matter to you. If it is there, it is there. If it is not there, not there. A big deal. Hari kirtani vritti vishwasate hota. When will all this happen? When you have firm faith in the name of the Lord. Hari kirtani. So have that. And then stop worrying about the world. There is nothing that you have to worry about. That's what he says next. Verse 78 also we saw. Aho janara rama vishwasanahi taya pamara badhize sarvakahi. One who doesn't have faith in God, in his name, such a person will be in problem one after another. Everything will become problematic for such a person. Maharajato Swami Kaivalyadata Vrithavahane Deha Samsara Chinta. When we have that Swami, our master is who? Maharaja, king of all kings, Shrirama, who is Kaivalyadata, who gives liberation. Vrithavahane Deha Samsara Chinta. It is foolish to still have worry about the body and about samsara. Have faith in God and just keep walking. If you doubt, you will perish. Adnyascha ashraddha danascha samshayatma vinashyati. So don't do all that. Vrithavahane, give up all the worry about the world. Mana pavana bhavana raghavachi. Dhari antari sodi chinta bhavachi. Oh my mind, mana, raghavachi bhavana pavana. Devotion towards Bhagavan Shrirama is very purifying. Pavana is very auspicious. Dhari antari, hold on to that in your mind. Sodi chinta bhavachi, and give up all the worry for this samsara, for the world. Bhavachi jiva manava bhuli theli. This kind of these kind of thoughts about the world, worry about the world, will entangle you in samsara. Nase vastuchi dharana vyartha geli. And how is this world? Nase vastuchi. It is not reality. And therefore, dharana vyartha geli, whatever you are thinking about, nothing is there. See, nowadays, no, people are getting addicted to this social media, etc. You must have heard. Social platforms are there, and there you create your account or your page and virtual reality. And they worry so much about how many likes, how many views are there, how many subscriptions are there, how many people are following you. But isn't it just a bubble? Why? Because majority of the accounts on social media are fake accounts. So even if you are followed by 1 lakh people, out of that how many are real people? How many are really listening and seeing you? So you have no idea. As though this world was not sufficient, that we have created a virtual world and believing in it. Vedanta is telling this world itself is virtual. Isn't it? Nase vastuchi, this world itself is virtual. And please think about it. Suppose we worry so much about this, that, etc. Haven't we seen that within a moment all this will vanish? Sometimes you say, no, I have given my sweat and toil to this organization for building this organization. I have built it from scratch. Every single brick in this building is my own sweat. Okay, very good. Very good, you have done that. But the point is, the moment you die, you are cut off from all these things. Okay, you gave your life for it. So, I am not saying there is something wrong, but I am saying, so what? That's a good thing you did. But keep on worrying about things, etc. One day it will just vanish. Worrying about people also. My son, my daughter, which nowadays so difficult it is, and how they are growing up and this and I am not saying you don't take care of them. Take care of them, but stop worrying. Even if you worry a lot, spend 3 hours every day in the morning to worry, what will happen? Anything is going to change? Nothing is going to change by you worrying. Why are you worried? This worry for the world, or thoughts for the world, desires for the world, they all come because we think that the world is real. That is the bondage. In Vedanta, what is bandha? Bondage is what? Bandho nama anatmani atma buddhihi jagati satya buddhihi bandha. Anatmani atma buddhi. What I am not, I feel I am that. And jagati satya buddhi, and I have a feeling that the world that I see is real. This is the bondage. Anatmani atma buddhi jagati satya buddhi. What do you mean feeling of I in what I am not? I think I am the body. Simple example. And then what? Then I spend so much of time in beautifying this body. Manicure and pedicure, and then I don't even know the names of what all things people do. Some makeup, this, that, and then you check nail polish, nail paint, this, that, everything. Why? Why do you do all these things? Because you think you are the body. Then immediately you will go to somebody and ask, how am I looking? Why? Because I am the body. When I feel I am the body, then only thing I am worried about is how am I looking? Did this picture come well? Did that picture come well? Should I post this picture on social media? Will people like it? Should I post that picture? The whole thing goes around what? How am I looking? Physical appearance. Some people think I am the mind. Then what? All they worry about is my mind. That person said like this, I am hurt. And they are worried whether they are hurting other people. They keep on asking, did I hurt you? Did I say anything? Did you feel bad? Arey, leave it now. Why are you worried? No, please tell. Will you miss me when I go from here? No, I will not miss you. What is this? You are so mean. You are not even. Arey, what are you doing? When I think I am the mind, then everything around the mind only happens. Suppose I think I am the intellect. I am a very intelligent man. Then I want to be right all the time. So I am continuously thinking, planning, plotting, this, that. And then what? Then when I go there, everybody should make way for me. Why? Because an intelligent man is walking. People don't know you are intelligent or anything. They don't care about your intelligence. Then when somebody disrespects, then I say, what is this? Nobody knows who I am. That's why. So I announce. So what do? I start taking people with me. I start changing my name. Brahmacharya Ved Chaitanya, not appealing name, no. So what? Shri 1008. You start putting Vedanta Shiromani, Akhila Shastra Parangata, etc. You start putting names for yourself. Then you have a retinue, 5-10 people, 15 people. So I am going somewhere, first they will go and they will start cleaning things, etc. So people start looking, some idiot is coming, I think. Why? Why? Because I want to prove that I am intelligent. All these things, why? Because I think I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. Am I all that? Very funny. If I am the body, then how can I say this is my body? This is my hand, this is my face. If I am that, then how can I call it as my? And if it is my, then how can I be that? You go and show people, no, this is my house. Which means what? I am different from the house. This is my car. These are my children. Means I am different from all of them. So if I call this body as my body, that means I am different from the body. It is very amusing thing. See, first of all, what they will do, no, they will put so much of effort in beautifying themselves. They will take part in this Miss World, Miss Universe contests, etc. And then, after they become famous, they will say, people only look at our beauty. Yeah, you wanted people to look at your beauty. That's why you made your career based on that. No, but the real metal is inside. Very good. Then when you start speaking, people will understand what is inside also. So I am much more than just my body. Good only. Make sure that you know it very well that you are much more than just your body. It is one thing to keep on complaining people are not. Are you convinced that I am more than my body? I am more than my mind. I am more than my intellect. These are just different facets of me. I am still something else only. Why? Because I say this is my body. I say this is my mind. My mind is not, at one place. My mind means I am not the mind. Anatmani Atma Buddhi. If I feel that this is me, then I am bound. Bound by what? Bound by that feeling itself that this is me. And another kind of feeling is world is real. Funny. We think everybody in the world speaks truth, gospel truth, and therefore everybody's opinion matters. Let me tell you, nobody's opinion matters. Other than your guru, nobody's opinion matters. How does it matter? No, they said, I last time that I spoke to, they said I don't speak well. So, big deal. That's their opinion, no? Let them keep their opinion. I am telling you all these things. We have to really equip ourselves to handle all these things. Why? If we give reality to it, no, then we will go mad. We can't live our life giving reality to all these things. What will people say? What are people thinking about me? It does not matter. Really, it does not matter. Why? Because people will always keep thinking about something or the other about you. They will say like this, they will say like that. That is always going to happen. Don't give too much of importance to all these people. What matters is my God. As long as my God is happy with me, I don't care about all other people. Who matters is my Guru. And after that, if anybody matters, that is my close family. That's it. No relatives, nobody else. They are all there. I listen to them. I follow whatever. But I don't take it too seriously, what they are telling. Why? If I start taking too seriously everything that they tell, no, I will go mad. Isn't it true? That's what we should always think about. We'll go mad if we start listening to every single person. Opinions of people. More than anything else, reality to the world. That world actually exists. If you really feel like that, no, then you will try to protect that world, then you try to beautify that world, then you try to pacify that world. All these things will be there. Relationships, all these are not true. Last session we were seeing, no, I call this as my home, but so are all the other insects calling them this home as theirs. So to feel that this is my home is bubble, is false reality. These are my children. What my children? They are individuals, independent individuals. They will have their own opinions, their own prarabdha. They will have to go through their own things. Yes, I am appointed as their caretaker for a few years. Yes, agreed. But more than that, I can't do anything. I can't live their life. I can't take on their problems. I can't do all that. If we believe that the world is real, then we will get into so many problems, so many entanglements, so many kinds of bondages. So, understand that the world is not real. Bhagavan is the reality of the world. And then Vedji, if it is not real, why it is there? So that we can reach that ultimate reality. That's why world is there. Don't say I against world. No. World is to help me in attaining that highest. Everyone is. Everyone in the world, every object in the world, every situation that arises, whether it is objects, beings or situations, all of them are for my growth. So I keep focus on my growth, not on objects, beings or situations. I keep my focus on my growth. Right? If I do that, then I will be able to live a comfortable and happy life. That's why he says, Dhara Shrivaratya Hara Antarate. Please hold on to this Shrivara, this Hari, Antarate in your heart. Hold on to this Narayana, Bhagavan Shrirama. Hara, that is what Hara also, Lord Shiva also has done the same. Tara Dustaratya Parasagarate. And you will go across this ocean of samsara, which is otherwise huge, unending. It looks like, it will never end. Dustara and very difficult to cross, but you will cross over. Sara Visaratya Bhara Durbharate. Kara Nikaratya Khara Matsarate. Whatever little bit things you have to do to be alive, to live your life, you do that and go ahead. Don't waste your time thinking about it. And Kara Nikara, throw out this khara means donkey called matsara, jealousy. That is the crux of all the negativities. All the negativities are going to finally result in hatred. Give up that hatred. That is what we have seen. Now, let us go forward. Now, from verse number 81 till 103, 23 verses, Samarth Ramdas Swami explains how japa sadhana is the best sadhana. Nama japa is the best one. Let us see. Verse 81. Mana matsare nama sandu nakoho ati adare ha nijadhya saraho समस्तामध्ये नाम हे सार आहे, दुजी तुळना तुळिताही न साहे. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ. He says, Mana, O my mind, I have explained to you the importance of chanting God's name, and even if you start chanting God's name, please do not give up that sadhana. Mana, nama sandu nako ho. Don't stop that sadhana for any reason. Matsare. Main reason can be matsara. Now somebody will say, how can jealousy be there in nama sadhana? Here matsara doesn't mean jealousy. Matsara means no interest, not liking it. This is one of the reasons why we stop doing. We start with lot of enthusiasm, etc., and we say, every day I am going to do. But then we don't enjoy it. And because we don't enjoy, therefore that sadhana goes away. We stop doing it. Therefore, ati adareha nijadhyasaraho. Therefore, with lot of respect and full reverence, nijadhyasaraho. You should have that close connection with this. नामाची गोडी लागली पाहिजे. You should start enjoying that bliss of, chanting God's name. See, mind works on a very simple technique. Whatever mind likes to do, it does it even without us telling, irrespective of we telling otherwise. Once mind starts liking something, it will go behind it, even if we don't tell, or even if we tell to do somewhere else, it will go there only. So what we must develop is, and we must pray to Bhagavan to give us this, what? That I must get that liking for Nama Sankirtana. I must love it. So whenever I have time, I go back to that. Whenever I am doing something else, I keep doing it. Why? Because I like doing it. That is the point. We must start to enjoy that. There is nothing greater thing in our life once we start enjoying our sadhana. Then life becomes so easy. Otherwise, always life is a tussle. I am studying Vedanta, etc. Vedanta is telling me you should study every day, you should do Nama Japa every day, you should read every day, you should do this, you should do that, etc. But I have so many other things to do. No, you don't have so many other things to do. You don't like doing it. If you like doing something, you will find time to do it. There is no question of there is no time. There is no question of I am very busy. There is no question of no other question is there. Oh, people are not allowing me to do my sadhana. From childhood, people did not allow you to do so many things. You still did it, no? You still did it. Once you start to get the taste of Nama Sankirtana, then all other things will fail in front of it. Once you start enjoying Bhagavan's name and chanting Bhagavan's name, then all other things will have no power to catch our attention. Focus will become easy. So we must put efforts, and by God's grace also we must pray that we start getting this inkling to do this japa sadhana or nama sankirtana. Why? Samastamadhe nama he sara ahe. Because this nama japa is the essence of all the sadhanas. Duji tulana tulitahi na sahe. He says there is nothing, no other sadhana that you can even compare with japa sadhana. It is by far the best. Therefore, keep chanting. See, another point also. Sometimes they say, okay, I don't like something. Vedji, I don't like. There is no reason. Why you don't like? I don't like. So if I don't like that japa sadhana, how can I start liking it? Very simple technique is there. Spend time with it. How did you start liking anything? You like music? How did you start liking music? I started spending time listening to music. I started liking. You have your favorite hero, favorite heroine, favorite cricketer, favorite sports person, favorite musician, favorite singer. How you started liking all these people? You kept on listening to them, you kept on seeing them, you kept on reading about them, and the interest was generated. Array, your life partner, your husband, wife, etc. How did you start liking them? One fine day, just the liking came. This love at first sight, etc. is nonsense. It doesn't happen like that. Love is built over time. When you start knowing that person more and more, then love starts to come. For that knowing to happen, you have to spend time together. Isn't it? To spend time. Then it will happen. So, if you say that I do japa but I don't enjoy japa, that means you are not spending enough time with it. And probably you are not spending quality time with it. What do you mean by quality time? Quality time means you give up all other things and focus only on that. Any relationship is built like this only. That you have to spend concentrated time with them, with that person, with that object. Like that, for Nama Sankirtana also, with Bhagavan, we have to spend quality time. Now this is my time with Bhagavan. So all other people, I shut it out. All other things, I shut it out. I don't want it now. Now my time with Bhagavan. Me and Bhagavan. Bas, that's it. Then you will start liking automatically. So never say that I don't like, so what to do? I spend time. Spend time and you will start liking. Don't worry too much about how it will automatically happen. All habits are formed like that only. Start enjoying. For that you have to start spending time, quality time, focused time. Then you will start enjoying. Then you start enjoying, then nobody has to tell you how much time you should spend there. I am sure it must have happened with all of you. When I was in school, early, 5th standard, 6th standard, etc., I was very much interested in learning tabla. So from 3rd standard onwards I wanted to, but tabla needs little bit of strength in your hand also, no? Not like singing or harmonium, etc. So they were waiting for that strength to come. 5th standard I started going. Initially I found it very boring. Why? Because my Guruji will not teach anything. No, this is simple. Tuck, 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 tuck. Every day go there and keep on doing this for 1 hour. Then you get bored. Why? Because you are not understanding why he is doing like that. And then they will say that now, okay, twice a week you are coming for class, but at home you must practice. And then they will tell parents also you must practice. Then mother all the time will tell, hey, did you practice today? I don't want to do, no, what is this? Initially it was all like that. Then after spending time with it, then we started getting interest. And then it used to happen that my mother only knew what time the class starts. That is the time I have to go for class. She will never know what time I am going to come back. Because once I used to go for class is 1 hour, I will sit there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours playing. Why? Once you start getting interest in that because you have spent time now then there is no upper limit. Then mother used to call saying that now food is ready, please come. Don't trouble those people, come and eat. Then they have to pull you out of those things. In childhood, you have to force the child to go out initially. And then it only goes out. Then you have to force the child to come. Why? Because now he is enjoying outside. Now with friends. Initially you have to tell, make friends. Go talk to that person. Go do this. And after that you have to tell others, don't talk too much to that person. Come back home. God, what is the time? See, once mind gets hooked onto something, then you don't have to tell the mind to do that thing. So if we can get hooked on to wrong things in life, why can't we get hooked on to good things in life? Imagine once we start enjoying Nama Sankirtana, Nama Japa Sadhana, etc. We are just looking forward for that. Any little bit of time we get, we immediately go and run and do that. full day was very busy and I could not do, but the moment I get 10 minutes, I go and do that. This interest has to be developed. How interest will come? Spend quality time with it. Spend time with Bhagavan. Spend time exclusively doing Nama Japa. That's why always we say that Nama Japa can be done at any time, even when you are doing your, everyday household work, etc. You can continue chanting God's name. There's nothing wrong with it and it should be done. But it is necessary that we keep all other work aside and for some time we sit in front of the altar and we chant Bhagavan's name exclusively. While doing other things you are doing is good, but exclusive also is required. Why? Because that will generate interest. For all sadhanas it is like that only. Then when I was growing up, at our home, Balvihar class, etc. used to be there. So there used to be lots of games and classes, etc., stories, etc. One thing that I used to hate in Balvihar class is when there will be some puja, etc. And I used to think, what is this puja now? And at home sometimes my mother will go somewhere, then she will say, hey, morning, get up early tomorrow, I have to go somewhere, so you have to do puja. And I will be like, oh my God, I have to do puja, so boring. This kind of thing continued till one day I saw Swami Shardananji doing puja in Sandipani. And I could not believe that puja can be like this. I still very, very clearly remember in 2010 I went for some program and Swamiji was doing Ganesha Puja on Ganesh Chaturthi day, and the previous course 14th batch Sandipani was getting over. That day was Diksha, and morning this puja was happening and there was huge murti of Ganesha, dancing Ganesha, and Swamiji was doing Abhisheka with different dravyas. Suddenly that entire, even now my horripilation is there because I can still feel that. And he is doing Abhisheka with that kumkum and the entire Ganesha becomes red. Then he is doing Abhisheka with haldi and entire thing is becoming yellow. And I could not believe that I can enjoy puja. That day I still remember it all changed. Now you ask me to sit for puja, to do puja for hours, we can do that. How? We just sat there, we spent time and it happens. Earlier 20 minutes puja used to be, oh my God, 20 minutes. We are typical people. मैंने आज पूजा कर डाली, करके डाल दी कहीं पे. We finished somehow puja. Every day's puja is like this. At home also we will do like this. Our namaskar to Bhagavan also is like that. Take. Once you take namaskar, let me go. That happens when you don't enjoy doing it. Then once you enjoy, there's nothing like it. I tell you, my mother is still shocked. How can I do puja for such a long time? She said, why? Because can't believe a person can change this much. How? Because of somebody who had that interest, and just looking at that, you also get that interest. I tell you, you must have experienced so many pujas here in CIF, etc. happen. You just sit and see how Swamiji does puja, and you forget all other things. See, the thing is, in Bhagavan, there is a natural kind of pull. Because Bhagavan is our own self. The only thing that we need to do is give a chance for that pull to happen. Once he pulls, then what? Then you don't enjoy anything else. You say there can be hundreds of good songs, but the best song is the song that praises my God. My Bhagavan, the song that praises that is the best song. I don't care about all the other kinds of alankaras and similes and the best is Bhagavan. Right? So that is what we must develop, that love for this sadhana. That is what we should do. He continues, verse number 82. Bahu namaya ramanami tulena abhagya nara pamara he kalena visha aushadha ghetale parvatishe jiva manava kinkara kona puse jai jai Raghuvir Samartha. Bahu namaya ramanami tulena. Even many other names also cannot be compared with this Ramanama. This Ramanama is greatest. We have seen earlier also importance of Ra and Ma in Om Namo Narayana and Om Namah Shivaya. Without that Ra and Ma, it is nothing. People have gone to such an extent to say that the primordial sound is Om. They say, no, Anahata Nada is Om. He say the manifestation of Om is Rama, the word or the sound Rama. So they say like that much powerful is this name. Rama is not just name of a person. It's a different feeling altogether. And that's why you see, just by taking that God's name, so much of enthusiasm, so much of power is invoked. Isn't it? You remember when in few months back, when that Ayodhya Rama Mandir was rebuilt, you could feel the entire nation pulsating with that Ramanama. Nobody told them to do anything. There was no written message that everybody must enjoy this and everybody should celebrate. No. You should see how every single house was, vibrating with that Ramanama. Every single mohalla, every single area, every single road, every single temple was, was resounding with that name. When we say Jai Shrirama, something happens. The power is there in that name. Compared to all other names, you can't even compare all those names with Shrirama. Again, remember, praise of this name is not for criticizing other names. No, don't go there also and say that all other names are useless. You just do. No. We respect all other people worshipping everybody else. But my worship is like this. There is one very beautiful shloka which says, Srinathe Janaki Nathe Abhedav Paramatmani. When we speak of Vedanta, etc., we say Srinatha. Srinatha is husband of Shri Mahalakshmi, that is Vishnu. Janaki Natha, and the husband of Janaki Sita ji, that is Shrirama. Abhedav Paramatmani, they don't have any kind of difference with Paramatma, that Parabrahma Paramatma who is Nirguna Nirakara, etc. There is no difference. But the second line says, Tathapi Mama Sarvaswam Ramah Kamalalochana. Says there is no difference between Paramatma and all these different forms of God. But my Sarvasva, my everything is who? Shrirama. Who is Kamala Lochana. Whose eyes are like that of lotus petal. I respect all other religions. I respect all other forms of God. I respect Paramatma. I understand that there is Advaita. Everything is understood. But my heart goes towards Shrirama. See? So this greatness of Bhagavan Shrirama and his name is not to criticize other forms or anything. No, they are all great. But what to do? My mind naturally, gets pulled towards this. And a person who doesn't have this kind of feeling, Samarth Ramdas Swami says, abhagya nara pamarate kalena. Such a person is really abhagi. One who doesn't have punya, bhagya is not there. Generally in the world when we see, somebody is not rich enough, somebody doesn't have hands, or somebody doesn't have legs, or somebody has got some deformity, somebody has got, somebody who loses somebody, some close person in life, we call, poor. Abhagya. Real abhagya is what? Real abhagya is being born as human being and not having love for God, not experiencing that bliss of worshipping God. That is real abhagya. And a person who is abhagi, abhagyanara, pamarate, he doesn't understand this point. The greatness of Nama Mahima he doesn't understand. You see, Visha Aushadha Ghetale Parvati se. Parvati Isha. Parvati Isha. The Lord of Parvati, that is Lord Shiva. Parvati se, that Lord also Visha Aushadha Ghetale. When he drank that hala hala visha, that Shankar Bhagavan, when he saved everybody from that Samudra Mantana, when that hala hala visha came, he drank. His body had poison. What did he do as a medicine? He chanted Bhagavan's name. That's why we celebrate Mahashivratri. Why? Because after drinking that, he remained awake and kept chanting God's name. That is why we also keep remembering such a great sacrifice of Lord Shiva and what he did. And we also remain awake. Visha Aushadha Ghetale Parvati se. Now if Lord Shiva's poison is cured by Ramanama, Ramanama acts as medicine, Jiva Manava Kinkara Kona Puse, then what then to talk about human being and his problems, etc. They will automatically get cured by Bhagwan's name. We have so many stories. If you read, Santa Katha, Santa Charitra, etc., so many people had, diseases that cannot be cured, incurable, but still they did something, related to Bhagavan. They spent some time chanting Bhagavan's name, or they wrote some composition and they became fine. Narayana Bhattatiri in Kerala, very popular. He had that rheumatism, that rheumatic disease was there. And what did he do? He went to Guruvayur, sat in front of Bhagavan Krishna and composed Narayaniyam, his interpretation of Srimad Bhagavatam, and he got cured by that disease. Not that he did that to get cured from the disease. That's the whole point. He didn't even want to get cured from the disease. He thought that anyways I am going to die, I better do something good before I die. And he did that and he got better. The disease was cured. So many such stories we have. And why to go here and there? Samarth Ramdas Swami is telling, look at Lord Shiva. Best example in front of us. What then to talk about us? All our negativity, all problems will go away. We just take God's name. So real bhagya or real punya is what? When we get that love for God, when we start spending time doing this sadhana, that is real bhagya. Our ancestors, our parents have done something good, that's why we have got it, by their grace. That's the real bhagya. Real abhagi is the person who doesn't have that inkling. Right? That is the point. Now what? He continues. Verse number 83. जेणे जाळिला कामतो राम ध्यातो उमेसी अति आदरे गुण गातो बहुज्ञान वैराग्य सामर्थ्य जेथे परी अंतरी नाम विश्वास तेथे. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ. Samarth Ramdas Swami again takes example of Lord Shiva. He likes this. And I am sure in his time also there were lots of Shaiva Sampradaya and Shaiva Bhaktas, etc. were there. So he wants to emphasize on this point. He says, Jene Zalila Kama, one who burnt Kamadeva, that is Lord Shiva. To Rama Dhyato, he is remembering Shrirama. One who has conquered Kama, one who has burnt Kamadeva with his third eye, he is meditating on Shrirama. Umesi, Uma means Parvati. Umesi to Uma, to Parvati, Ati Adare Gunagato. He is singing the glories with Parvati. They say entire actually, Ramayana, how Ramayana came, Ramayana was first told by Lord Shiva to Parvati. That is how that story started. Lord Shiva wanted to tell the story. Then again it became Devatas, etc. heard it, and then it came to Valmiki ji, and then Valmiki ji wrote it. But it started from Shiva and Parvati. If you see Ramacharita also, Ramacharita text written by Tulsidas ji, Ramayana, Tulsi Ramayana, what is called. In Tulsi Ramayana also, the main samvada is happening between Shiva Parvati. Shiva and Parvati are, discussing. So Lord Shiva is, singing the glories of Shrirama to Parvati. Ati adare gunagato. And who is Lord Shiva? Bahudnyana vairagya samarthya jethe. He has got all the knowledge in the world. He is the what do you call? He is the first guru of Vedanta. Who? Lord Shiva. Isn't it? Sada Shiva Samarambha. So he has got all the jnana, vairagya. He is known for his vairagya. He lives in a simple life. Lives in some kind of smashana, crematorium or on mountain or in forest, etc. He has got jnana, vairagya, samarthya jete, power. He is the same one who has, destroyed Tripura. He is the same one who is going to dissolve the entire world. That Lord Shiva, who has got all the knowledge, all the vairagya, all the samarthya, pariyantari nama vishwasatete. But still in his heart, he has got such a firm faith in Shrirama and Shrirama's nama. See, we always want to know something is important. Means what? If important people are doing it, then it is important. Isn't it? We want to know what was Bill Gates' routine. Why? Because Bill Gates became, most wealthiest man in the world. What was his routine? So if his routine is like that, I will follow. Why? Because he is great. We have that kind of thing. Mahatma Gandhi ji used to read Bhagavad Gita daily. That's why we should read. Swami Vivekananda said this immediately. So Samarth Ramdas Swami understands this mindset of ours, and he says, you see Lord Shiva, who is full of jnana, vairagya, samarthya, everything, he still chants God's name. Means what? If I chant God's name, I will also get jnana, vairagya and samarthya like Lord Shiva. That's why he is taking that example. He is endowed with all this greatness, but he also has Shrirama in his heart. Okay? Continues. He says, let me tell you one more thing. What? Verse 84. Vithone Shri Vahila Devarana Taya Antari Dhyasare Tyasinena Nivala Swaye Tapasi Chandra Mauli Jiva Sodavi Ramaha Antakali Jai Jai Raghuvira Samartha. He says, in Maharashtra, very popular sampradaya is Vaishnava sampradaya, who are devotees of Vithoba, Vithala Bhagavan. Isn't it? Devashayani, Ashadi Ekadashi is coming just round the corner. So, that is the day of worship of Lord Vithala. So, all the Varkaris, etc., they all worship Lord Vithala. Now, he says, you see, in Vitthala's murti, in the mukuta, in the kirita of that Vithala, there is Shivalinga. You can go and check also. In Vithoba's, that murti is there, no, with his hands on the waist, etc., and he is standing in that kirita, long kirita is there. You must have seen the murti also. The Shivalinga is there on that. He says, Vithone Shri Vahila Devarana. Vithoba or Vithala Bhagavan has kept Shivalinga on his head. Taya Antari Dhyasare Tyasinena. And inside that Lord Shiva's heart, who is there? Shrirama is there. Nivala Swaye Tapasi Chandramouli. And this Chandramouli, this Bhagavan Shiva, who has got Chandra on his head, Nivala, he becomes quiet, he becomes, stable, peaceful in singing the glories and name of the Lord. Tapasi is tapasvi, but even he gets the contentment by chanting God's name. Right? Therefore, Ramanama we should chant. See what a beautiful way to show. Vitone Shiri Vahila Devarana. Daya Antari Dhyasare Tyasinyana. Nivala Swaye Tapasi Chandramauli. Jiva Sodavi Ramaha Antakali. And Bhagavan Shrirama is such that he will save you at the end. Earlier also we have seen when the end time comes, nothing other than Bhagavan is going to save us. The same organization that you built with your sweat and blood, people whom you took care of, your children, grandchildren, etc. When your last time comes, they can't do anything. The only thing that can save us is Bhagavan. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshati dukrun karne. None of the worldly knowledge, none of the worldly things are going to help us when that end time comes, but Bhagavan will. And when it is said Shrirama will save us at the end of life, what does it mean? That when we start approaching death, when we start chanting God's name, there is a fulfillment that comes to life. That we may have missed on so many other things, but we feel, I have lived nice life. And actually, this is a big another problem when we say that we are approaching death. All of us are approaching death at all times. It is not that only in the old age we are approaching death. Even now we are approaching death only. So now when Sri Rama's name we take, that gives a kind of fulfillment. It eases out all our pain. It can even release us from life. Death many times is a blessing. It is again Bhagavan Sri Rama and his name which will do that for us. That when life becomes too much, body can't take, mind can't take, intellect can't take, even to get out of this life, not necessarily dying, but I am saying any kind of freedom from this world is possible only by God's name. He repeats this point in the next shloka, verse number 85. Bhaja Rama Vishrama Yogeshwaransa Japu Nemila Nema Gauri Haracha Swaye Nivavi Tapasi Chandra Mauli Tumha Sodavi Ramaha Antakali. Jai Jai Raghuvira Samartha. Bhaja Rama. Rama Bhaja. Bhaja means what? Meditate on Bhagavan. Vishrama Yogeshwaransa. Why? Because it is Vishrama, it is the place of resting for Lord Shiva, Yogeshwara. Bhagavan Shiva, Shivji, Shankar Bhagavan rests in this Ramanama and therefore you should worship it. Where Lord Shiva is resting, that place is worship for us, isn't it? What is Vishrama for Bhagavan Shiva? Bhagavan Shiva's Vishrama is Shri Ramanama. That we should worship. Japu Nemila Nema Gauri Haracha. Gauri and Hara, Parvati and Shiva, Nemila Nema Japu. Every day as a Nitya Niyama, they chant God's name. That's the activity that husband and wife, both of them, they do together. Shiva and Parvati. What is that? Chanting God's name. What a beautiful thing. Imagine what kind of family it is. They always say, family that eats together stays together. But family that prays together grows together. We should remember that point. Together Lord Shiva and Parvati are chanting God's name. That should be taken as ideal for us. That we should also do sadhana together. Why not? If we do all kinds of nonsense together, why can't we do good things also together? Swaye Nivavi Tapasi Chandramauli. He gets all that peace. Lord Shiva gets all that peace by chanting God's name. And see the word also, Samarth Ramdas Swami is using very correct words. Chandramauli. Chandramauli means one who has got Chandra on his head, on his jata. See, Chandra itself is an indicator of peace and calmness and coolness. Isn't it? Moon, when you look at, Purnima, etc., moon, when you look at, it is very pleasing. It's very cooling impact it has got. He says Lord Shiva already has moon on his head, but still what gives him real peace is chanting Shrirama's name. Why? Because moon cools his head. Shrirama Nama gives peace to his heart. That's why he chants God's name. That's why we also should chant Tumha Sodavi Ramaha Antakali. Shri Rama will save you from this end of life. Antakali. Bhagavan will save you. Please never think that Samarth Ramdas Swami is repeating the points again and again. You know why repetition? The repetition is because it should become firm in our mind. Punarukti, saying it again and again, is not a fault, not a dosha in Vedanta. Punarukti is required. Okay? Why? To strengthen the point. And that is why he is telling the points again and again, so that they become firm in our mind and we start doing it. Right? Some more verses are there to praise this greatness of Ramanama. We will keep seeing in the next session. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Om. 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 Jaya Jaya Rama Om. Jaya Jaya Rama Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.